Good morning, Stanton, and welcome back to Star Citizen Wednesdays. Today, we are continuing our mini series of touring every major port of call in Stanton. Last time we hit up Area 18. Today, we are all the way out at Microtech and looking at New Babbage.
Remember, your belongings belong to you.
So,
Keep a
anyway,
careful watch on all personal items.
starting at the starport, we have the little gift shop, but more importantly, you have Regal Luxury Terminal,
Hello.
or renting ships, in case you don't have any to buy it, or don't have the money to buy it yet. The one that I would suggest for people starting out, once you can afford it, would be one of the Connies. I prefer the Taurus. The Andromeda is more if you're combat oriented. You also have the Luxury Series, which everything out of Origin is, and a few fighters. So,
Microtech, the Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation
leaving the
meets innovative
starport, you
creativity.
hit up the tube, which is honestly one of the better transport systems out of everything that's in Stanton. Because everybody knows how bad the tram system on Area 18 is. Microtech and Origin are probably the best when it comes to tram systems actually functioning correctly. And we actually are going to take the left. Most people will go to the Commons when you're coming into New Babbage because that's where everything is. About to miss the tube.
Careful, doors are now closing.
But I'm going backwards because I want to finish in the Commons. Because Commons is massive and has a lot of things to go over. Whereas where we're heading is not as populated with different featurettes. I honestly think that New Babbage Spaceport, can't remember what it's actually called, is the furthest away from its main area hub. One downside to the current state of New Babbage is the fact that, just like Area 18, it is very graphic intensive at the moment. We're barely hitting 30 FPS. Actually, no, it just hit 20 right there. Alright, so we came out at Aspire. And the main things here, you come up and you are right in the hospital for New Babbage. If you were to take these elevators, I believe, you'd go straight. Yeah, these are the elevators for the residential districts. That right there is the hospital. And you got your little shops here and there, just for sales. And this is the reason why I wanted to come here first, so we could do quick hit up of the residential district and the hospital. Now, we'll head back down the tube to the Commons, where there's going to be a lot more things to go.
Approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
That was interesting. lot faster than normal.
Nearing next stop.
Okay. This should be the Commons. If I got on the right one. Yeah, okay, we're in the right spot. Good. And I always get turned around coming off those. Wait, did I get turned around? I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, crap. I forgot. This is the Expo Center, like Area 18's Expo Center. I got off on the wrong stop. Yep. That seemed way too simple. Maybe? Did we break? Well, till something happens. Yeah, this is the Expo Center. Area 18 has one of these as well. If you take the tram, what is it? The right one on the platform as you're coming off of Riker, you come up to the Expo Center. It loops around to Area 18 main, but I think I broke the game. Check something. Oh, now it shows up. Did I just fall through the floor? Really?
Careful, doors are now closing.
Okay, that's an interesting bug. Oh, crap. I'm gonna have to reset. Okay, sorry about that. Had to do a little bit of editing of the video to handle the whole logging out and logging back in process. So right now, that is the one of two ways to reset your character when you get stuck. And I honestly did not feel like going through the whole backspace self-deleting. So we are going to restart our tour of New Babbage, hopefully with no more bugs. And yeah, we're going to restart at Aspire at the residential district. And this will give me a better chance to not get off at the wrong stop from the tube. Okay. This is to the Expo, then the Commons. Need to make sure to stay on after we stop the Expo. And hopefully I will not fall through the floor again.
Careful, doors are now closing.
For the falling through the floor, I'm gonna say that was just a server backup catching up issue. I don't think it would count as an actual legitimate bug. Because as you can see, or did see, the tube was taking so long to get where we were. The arrival time was flashing at 0 for like a whole minute.
Nearing next stop.
So the server was just having lag issues, and then you had a massive desync of it showing up here and then me stepping off. So yeah, I'm gonna chalk that one up to a one-off.
Careful, doors are now closing.
Okay, so that's the Expo. Now we're gonna go to the Commons.
Nearing next stop.
Which is so very far away. Could have probably walked here. Alright, now we are actually at the Commons, which is broken up into, I'd say, 3 areas. You've got the actual Commons, where you have your little shops, and your get-togethers, your little plaza. Over on the far side, they actually have workout machines, which I will love it if they make it so that players could actually utilize this stuff in the future. Your little steppers, treadmills, such. Back down to Metro. Elroy's is actually one of the more popular ones for these new Babbage and ores, and so is Whammer's. And coming in to the left side of the Commons is your actual purchase places. Shubin is, they do mostly mining resources, but they have some rare ship parts. And this section is basically a loop, a circle around an open center. We got CenterMass for your personal weapons and guns. It basically has the same inventory that Area 18 CenterMass does. There are a few differences here and there. Moving on forward through, I guess we would say it's counterclockwise. Come up. Where is TDD? Shouldn't it be there? Or have I not? I've not gone far enough, apparently. Yeah, there's TDD. As with Area 18, this is where you come to sell off all your goods, commodity goods that you purchase, mine, gather, whatever you want to call it. And the market values vary day to day. Interesting that some of these are showing at 0. Oh no, that's quantity. My bad. Interesting lag on those right now. Moving ever onward around the loop. You have the delivery spot for Convalex. This is where you used to do the handheld delivery missions. I have no idea if they're ever bringing these back. You'd bring your little box in. Actually, no, that was the wrong one. It would open up, which apparently they've just disabled completely. Yeah, you'd bring a box from a different location, and you'd put it in there and drop it off for the delivery. They were the predecessors, I call them the predecessors, to the current hauling missions, where you're dropping off entire SCUs of cargo. Coming over to Omega Pro is the main ship systems utility seller. So your power plants, your coolers, your shields, your quantum drives, all that stuff you get here. Doesn't have everything, but there are some good stuff there. Like, I believe you can get parapets there, which are... They're right now the best shield generators for medium-sized ships, 3 and 4s. So that's the loop of the commerce section of New Babbage. We come back out and hit up the center common area again. Going towards what would be the right, coming off the main tube, you actually have access to the surface where you can bring out your ground vehicles. New Babbage and the dumpster, Lorville, are where you can actually call out your ground vehicles and put them into your ships for ground-based missions later on. Area 18 does not have that option, and Origin is a little too high up to do it. Moving further down towards the end of this tour, we get to the Promenade, which is where you basically have all your recreational aspects of New Babbage. And you have another loop around for your more high-class outfit designs. Yeah, you got a pair of everything. I'm not gonna even go there. Someday we may be permitted to eat in the high-class restaurant, but not today. I believe this is another restaurant. Looks like it's supposed to be a rave, but whatever. What the hell was that? Moving on. Continuing around the recreation loop. Another dance floor. Someday they will give us back the dancing emotes. And we will finish off in the best dining facility in all of Stanton. Whammers. So, that is a pretty bare-bone tour of New Babbage. So, I am going to call it here. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.